Hey, what's up, man? Another one. Hello, man. You know what? I watched a video the other day, and there was a brother up on there, and he was hollering, and he said something that like made so much sense, right? He said that the hood culture become the new KKK. It become basically like the biggest oppressor, and it is. It is. I think a lot of people they don't even really want to be considerate about that because I don't think it's no idea to change nothing. They always talk about something oppressing them, but yet the mentality of everything within that culture is what's suppressing people. How do you hold kids to standards of an adult with premature minds? They can't handle the consequences that typically come, especially once they do arrive. You know what I mean? Like, even within myself, and I will admit this, and I won't contradict nothing, I battle still being an alter ego of myself as a blood, you know, and it hasn't helped me, as far as being a blood gang member or just sometimes you don't even got to be a gang member. It's just the mentality though, the hood. Like you see other black people, you want to kill them for no reason. You have trauma without the event or the experience. Little girls get to become prostitutes, and guess what? They do it before they're. It ain't no age that should even be going on, but let alone when they're minors. Their most vulnerable moment, an impressionable moment, and that's what they'll teach them to do. The moms, typically a lot of them, they break up the household because they're trying to fulfill desire and hang out with social acceptance of people they're going to probably hate them the most and steer them to do the most wrongest stuff. And then this is what's so sad. This is the saddest part that I've seen out of my whole experience for sure. Nobody else can help make their kid a gang member, but you got the right to help other people's kid be a gang member. You don't even want your own kids to be this shit. You don't want your own kids going to jail, shooting nobody, doing a life sentence, stabbing people, getting more time, if not life, in jail. Um, it's never a voice for somebody to do the right thing. Uh, a guy could be a kid, make a kid mistake as a child, and they'll hold it against them for the rest of their life. They'll be around plenty of adults and won't make them hold no accountability. I know active rapists right now in the turf. I know guys that politic everybody else, but they didn't politic them. Why can't we see your juvenile record? Why do you have sealed cases? Then not only that, the truth of nowadays within that culture, the truth of the culture is to be a liar and hold everything as the truth, the real truth, as a secret. Not even a secret. You're going to lie about that. Hello? Like, I've come to a point where I'm tired of it. They talk about police brutality and shit, but none of them sign up to be police. And the police typically just doing their job. If they don't get the call, they're probably not going to bother you. Now, what they do, and this is for sure, this is a fact, and they're not wrong. They have to patrol neighborhoods and try to help them. Because the guys out there ain't helping them. The guys out there ain't giving them nothing. The rest of the community, nothing but the drugs that they buy or temptation to get it. They don't care nothing about you. And hey, man, this is a PSA, man, for a lot of dudes. So I think young, old, ladies too. Ladies, gentlemen, all that. Cats, dogs, all that, right? Fam, that shit ain't gonna help you. I'ma tell you it's gonna hold you back. You ain't gonna know how to file taxes unless you're a scammer. But I mean, even then, it's like, God damn, why don't we be business owners? We're not promoting none of that. For sure. One thing I can say, black people, we don't want to start no businesses, not nothing that's fruitful. We don't want to have a laundromat. We don't want to have the liquor store. Damn near really don't even need those. Ain't no healthy food in there. The liquor for sure ain't healthy. Hello. I mean, it's literally just a death market. It's I'm going to kill you slow market. And I'm going to be real. I'm a slave of a lot of that stuff. I'm breaking down alcohol smoking. And what's crazy, I want a cigarette right now, and I got some. I want a cigarette right now. I ain't gonna lie. But look, and I'm not trying to contradict. I'm still addicted. I admit, right? But we won't come out with fruit stands. We won't go work in the fields and learn how to grow food. But we will sell crack. We will sell weed. We will sell your little sister. Mm-hmm. We will have your brother go do a hit that had nothing to probably even do with us. Let alone, why should anybody die? Why won't you just give them a conversation about they wrong and allow them to see some kind of mirror? And I say that metaphorically within self-reflection instead of just always deflecting. No white people are KKK for sure. Northern California, Stockton, Sacramento, Oakland, none of that shit. Come to these neighborhoods and do anything to you people. We kill ourselves. We don't take accountability. Y'all won't. And then we'll vote for a political party that's always been against us. It started the KKK. I would never vote Democrat. Never. Never. I finally figured it out as as an adult with a full functional brain that, it's not for us, for sure. The Republicans are like, hey, man, we want to see y'all work. We don't need welfare. We want to see y'all work. Y'all able-bodied. What are you talking about? It was always like given to us like we wasn't even supposed to like them. And then when I got old, not even before I got old, I just never put it together. I'm like, the people that live sophisticated and live in these nice areas and all that live a freaking conservative lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Our culture is toe up. Majority of content I want to put out right now and that I'm going to be putting out is about the broken culture. We're sick of the baby mamas always talking about, oh, you got to pay for this, that, and the third. Lady, you're nothing of value with the way that you are and how you think and what you believe in. It's strictly based upon your emotions and no logics. You can't make it up. You have too many baby daddies and you have a ton of bodies like a morgue that's been dipped in you. I mean, they've dipped in you like a chip in some salsa. We always persuaded to just be purely evil. It's never like, you can't get a break. You know what I mean? The homes are broken. What are good things that I can say about any of this shit from this bullshit ass culture with street stuff? The streets affected me so much. It's just like, bro, like, it's to a point now where I don't like to be there. I feel bad stuff. You can almost sense it. The people are beyond negative. They'll hate you if you want to be just regular. You got to serve something that doesn't serve you, and nobody even owns shit in the hood. No, bro, it ain't one store in South Stockton where I'm from that's owned by black people. Which one? We'll wait. We will wait. Now, we are the biggest consumers, though. We never want to run a market, but we're natural hustlers too. It's crazy. Everybody has ego and pride and no humility. The lack of humility almost shows that you're a mental patient because it's no off switch. Your humility is an off switch. Your humility is a mirror, sometimes a window, so you can see things for what they really need to be seen before you just deflect. I mean, it's complete madness, man. It's no loyalty. They all kill each other. They'll say, yeah, I'm a blood, this, that, and the third, right? And go kill another blood. Let alone, nobody needs to be killing each other. Crips, Bloods, all of that jive, especially Serengo, North, all of that jive, right? I'm speaking right now more so for black culture, for sure. But also, I'll speak for other races, too, because they're just as much as the problem, if not more. And I'm gonna be honest, because, I mean, shit, it all promotes hate. Hell, it doesn't even have to do with the gang. At that point in time, it turns into racism. Oh, yes, it does. Like in California, between blacks and Mexicans, I'm gonna be honest, very racist. It was getting to a point where I wasn't liking Mexicans. I was going through things with these people. I'm like, and I'm not saying all Mexicans, I'm saying the gang members, right? And I'm being real, but they'll even get in the heads of civilians and be like, oh, don't mess with them. Like, bro, judge me for something I'm done, my actions. Don't judge me based off assumption. You can't know somebody through gossip. Hello? Or while they're in the middle of dysfunction mentally. spiritually. I mean, it's just diabolical, man. And it's to a point where I'd be wrong not to say nothing. Um, it's too much people pleasing. The majority of these people, they want to be grouped up under people and not even, and look, the only one they're unfamiliar with is themselves. They could tell you about everybody else. They've also tricked a lot of people in the culture of all this stuff for premature harvest. You're something before you're not. No, the fuck you're not. You got to work towards that through repetition, right? Repetition is what gives something the title. This is what it is. I consistently do this. This is my routine, right? So this is my dominant thing. So I can label it that because it's of repetition, and it's just a point where like WIC, I mean not WIC, Section 8, food stamps. But nobody wants to use it for like a little staircase. It's like, all right, you to this level now. Now walk, get there on your own. Go. Like, even me, bro. I've been on stamps, all that. Don't care to be on it. I've switched my whole narrative because I'm like, man, skip that. I'll just pay. Because I went and worked my ass off. And yeah, man, it's just becoming just like out of hand, bro. We living in a time too to where they're still trying to persuade people to be street guys, but yet everything is on film, and now everybody's telling on them, and it's not. You told on yourself because you sat under a goddamn digital camera, you moron. They have drones that watch you guys and can censor guns. You guys are stupid, like beyond stupid. You can't grow out of it. You haven't seen the collateral damage. We're not even gonna go health-wise with all the bullshit that goes on, and then you wonder why disease and everything else is so prevalent. Yeah, bro. These broken ass homes. Then you got the ideology of especially with the black woman. They break the home and give up purpose trying to fulfill desire. And they're promoting it. The raggediest people are the voice. Look at the goddamn Democrat campaign, and they had them chicks up there twerking and stuff. And they ain't worth a Chuck E. Cheese token. You kiss one of them right now and turn into a lizard. You have some stuff on your lip like that. Ooh, I don't know how I got there. That's because you're freaking gross. Habitually. That's your routine. Being nasty. And then somebody needs to make over 100,000 to be with your raggedy ass. That everybody else that got the deal with you got it for free. Make it make sense. But your husband is the one that got to pay. You should be willing to serve. Women, like for real. Majority of these chicks that talk about me are the ones that's the biggest hoes. They got more bodies than the men. For sure. Majority. Like in the little girls, whenever they do come out, they gotta promote themselves to be sexy. Why? I mean, that vagina ain't about nothing. It's flat. It's like a flat tire. And I'm not lying. I'm not being misogynistic, nothing. I'm just being real. I'm gonna be honest. My take on it, and I'm a guy that did 11 years in prison on a level 4 in California. Give like that prison they have out there. Where is that at? Not wherever it's at in Mexico. The one where they don't even get a mattress, nothing. And they all was in their boxes and they got to kneel down and do it. They need that out here. They need higher sentencing for drugs again. Yeah, skip it. Come on. We do need Border Patrol. I do support ICE. Yes, I do. Majority of these people that we've given the luxury to even come into America, especially California, need to go back home. Don't talk about nobody that serves our country and you don't serve it for nothing good. You left your country. Your country oppressed you, and then you come out here to oppress us. Nah, it don't work, and spew hate and division. I ain't saying all do, but majority of black people are racist. What do you mean? We don't have no excuse. We've been through it so much, I guess, to where you shouldn't be it. You become a part of your trauma. I mean, it's just evil, man. I'm sick of it, bro. I shouts out to like Anton Daniels, Charleston White, many others, Ugly Money Meech, many people that's really trying to help us to break that mentality. It's toxic, bro. Kids die before they parents. It's a one-way ticket to hell to believe in this culture. It's of ideology. It's of rebellion and witchcraft. It's for real. It's rebellion. And then we the bang one, oh, Jesus and God, and he was black. Man, none of that got to do nothing. I don't care what color God was, or Jesus was when he came down. And that was God. He just had to come in a version for us to understand. Everything else is beyond our understanding until you get there and realize it was way bigger than what you thought. It's so big you can't see Jesus. You can't even fathom him. Your little humanistic self can't even take it all. It's a sight beyond what you can. I mean, man, you know, we don't grow our own food. We don't have no kind of production companies. We never made cars, nothing. I might be wrong. I could be possibly wrong from the past because we did come up with a lot of stuff in the past. But the people of the past were completely different. And let's stop with the goddamn victim mentality. Majority of you guys have never experienced racism. Not like real racism. Majority of you guys are the racism. I love white people. I love Mexicans. I love Italians. I love everybody, right? I don't have a problem with people. But people that are oppressors. People that are saying wrong is right and right is wrong. Hello? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, and regardless even of my alter ego at times, I pray off all of that because I have to be acquainted with my real self. I don't give a damn about family because the original family I come from, because they don't fit my season because I want to grow. I don't want to be a killer. I don't really want to kill nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody, fight nobody. I'm human as anybody else. I can get angry, all that. But I pray it off, man. I pray for my enemies at the time of attack. You can't even make this up. But the more on that I'm growing and me having kids, I'm realizing, bro, I'm going against the culture. It's like almost like, this is serious, bro. How do none of us become polices and look out for our own community? Firefighters, paramedics, none of us. I'll say a majority, it's a small percentage that do. And them are typically in black cities. But like, let's be real. Hell, you want to really go the extra mile with this bad culture? Let's go to these churches that go all these years making you pay for their brick and mortar, their Benzes, their Armani suits and Versace and all this other stuff. But majority of the people, other people don't even get to get that. They don't get to get none of that. If you know, future references, I brought this up on social media on my Facebook, you know, and I said it. If, prime example, you have a piece of land, you can go on this piece of land and have church outside. And it's like a canopy type thing, big enough to have a bunch of seats. We got, you know, speaker or whatever. You have a permit for that day, you know, for a certain amount of time. But the offering is going to go for equipment and licensing to start business. Then the people of the church can get something back because they can be employed. We don't have to pay for the light bill. We don't have to pay for brick and mortar and the mortgage of this building and this guy's car note. Okay? We should be servers to the community and not try to have the community serve us singularly. Yes, singularly, not plural. Because, I mean, let's be real. When do you see people actually get to bear fruit from church? Now, they do within word, right? And the gospel, right? But now on the everyday life of things and helping people and stuff like that. Why won't you guys build this shelter? Why won't you guys, I mean, come on, have canned food drives? I ain't saying all churches don't. I'm not saying that, but typically with black churches, nah. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And you know what's crazy? Black people, we're some of the best people to raise a community. We did it with the white people. We raised their babies as slaves and all that. Taught them how to cook, taught them how to wash, all that. No jive. You know what I'm saying? Um, it cuts deep with me because now, like, man, I put my mom and them through a lot, man. You know, with this mentality, and she did as well. You know, my dad too. You know, I put him through things, and I guess he did a little bit too, but not really, because we can't spew off this mentality in the hood and this bullshit. It's to a point, bro, where it's genocide. You know, within your own community. The women want to act more like men. The men want to be women. You know, emasculation within the culture is real because they don't want to follow natural nature. They're duped. We don't know how to go get water, which is going to become a resource that's going to be on gold, platinum, whatever you can find, diamonds. It's going to be about water, just getting something to drink. We're going to almost be back into the indigenous times. Watch. We at war and not looking at our real enemy because you want to war with other people because you don't have a system of managing your emotions because you're fatherless. Sometimes they not, but the father just doesn't want to be a father. You know, let's just be real, man. You know, a lot of this shit is toxic, man. It's no good. It's suppression, bro. It's suppression. You know, you be oppressed with your own community. You got to go to other places just to get a mental rest. You know what I mean? I have to go to other neighborhoods because I don't feel safe in my original neighborhood. A lot of the guys that they allow to be out there are all the guys that contradict their own rules that they even make up. You can't make this shit up. All you got to do is give them consequence and put them in the hot seat. You know, it's a lack of accountability. It's so many rotten things. So yeah, the hood's become, and I heard, and I'm taking this from what I've heard, but hey man, I forgot the name of the brother of the video I was watching, but I appreciate it because the hood has become the new oppressors, the KKK. Hello? You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. Let's be real. Even them guys in the KKK, they don't even bother us. They are somewhere following their structured order and helping their people in the ways they try to do it. And it's true, regardless of what you want to say, it's actually kind of true. And I'm just being real, man. Hey, this is another one, another PSA I say. You know what I mean? Much love to y'all, man. And yeah, man, just hey, keep God first, man. Follow something other than yourself, man. Serve other peoples and you'll be served as well because you'll teach people to help serve you too. You know, with that being said, man, I am gone, man. Much love, man. Once again, the HYPH.